How do we save the NHS, by the way? What do we do with the NHS? It's an ongoing question that for some extraordinary reason, and I refuse to believe, like so many of the stories that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, that this is beyond the wit of mankind. Very able, insightful men and women are unable to come around the table and say, this is how we solve the problem. So we now hear today that hospitals are struggling to treat more people despite higher funding and extra staff. And the reason behind it is that thousands more patients are stranded on wards with nowhere to go. So this was an internal review that looked at this. The most comprehensive study of NHS efficiency has caused health chiefs to accept they do have a problem while promising to improve. However, NHS bosses also believe that about half of its productivity problems is beyond its control. They don't know what to do over there. The teetering social care system makes it harder to free up beds, while an older, sicker population requires more care, and a campaign of strikes delays hundreds of thousands of procedures, they say. So look at this perfect cocktail. You've got older people, vulnerable people who need to be in social care in a different environment, stuffed in beds in hospitals with nowhere to go. That's holding up the system. All of the hours that are lost with strikes has scuppered many procedures. Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, has been pressing the NHS to improve productivity figures. As figures show, it is carrying out barely more routine treatments than before COVID, despite, and listen to this, an increase of £20 billion, £20 billion in funding. First unveiled in 2018, and about 15% more doctors and nurses. So you have a huge additional financial input. You do have more staff. The internal review says it's knackered. How do we improve? How do we save the NHS? I think that's a better way to look at it. What is the answer to this massive conundrum that simply will not go away?